are such an asshole.
So kind of funny. And this actually, here's why I want you to the client. Here's what I want you to do, buddy. Look up this guy called Hush Puppy. Because I searched for man posing by Lamborghini, and I'm like, oh, this would be a pretty cool picture, and you got to see if it's copyrighted or not. And then the one I used is from the BBC, I think. So it's like, yeah, if the Brits want me, come on, you're publicly funded, screw you. So then I'm like, oh, okay. So I looked this guy up, and he's facing fraud and money laundering charges. Some 20-something dude posing. Just in case you're wondering, ladies. Unless, now I will admit, Fresh and Fit, they did actually make a lot of money. So what's his name? I think Fresh bought a Lamborghini cash. Rich Cooper obviously pays cash for his. So it can happen. But usually if you see a guy with a Ferrari or Lamborghini, no, he doesn't have the money. He's posing. Knowledge. So go read up on that guy and see where prestige and the pursuit of popularity without work got him. All right. And we got a long email. And his English is a little off because he is not an native English speaker, which is fine. So we'll just give a little forgiveness here for him. Hi, I've previously sent you an email. However, I used the wrong email as I missed a comma. Not my fault. Prices just keep going up. I've been waiting like an idiot on advise without realizing my mistake. So as an update, my father has already paid for the deposit for trade school in the United Kingdom, which will allow me to be a qualified gas engineer. With this qualification, I can work as a gas engineer, pipe fitter, and plumbing too. I will no longer go to my home country because my dad said I won't know what I'm doing because it's a different standard of construction, and it's something he has struggles with too. He also works as a pipe fitter, so his advice is accurate. Okay, I listen to your old man. Yeah. I have a feeling I'm missing out because I'm scared that a career in banking would be more rewarding. Bro! I am scared that the other students who also went and studied degrees in accounting and finance or economics and finance will get further ahead in life on the idea of unlimited potential, which is what our professors told us. All right, your professor is lying to you. Your professor is a professor, which means he is also a loser. I don't know, it could be a woman, could be a female loser. All right, nearly everyone in academia, nearly everyone who is a professor or a teacher is a loser because they could not hack it or do so in the real world. And there is no unlimited potential. None. Entrepreneurship there is, but not working in finance and accounting. Unless you're an entrepreneur and you do it yourself. All right. I would not listen to someone whose job it is because they failed to get it in the real world, goes and lectures and prophesizes to children while charging up a yin yang and having kids borrow and then like, well, any degree is a good degree. No, your professor doesn't know anything. They also used to say they are brave and amazing. All right. After many interviews in finance positions such as structure or leverage finance, I sometimes worry that these positions will lead me to better off in life than to be a pipe fitter or gas engineer. My father told me that as a gas engineer, after 2 years legal, I can go into commercial gas engineering where there is more money. A gas engineer in the United Kingdom will make around £30,000 starting salary, with experienced professionals making a lot more, even £80,000. On average, I'm expected to bring home £1,000 a week as a gas engineer, so 1,000 times 4,000 pounds. What is pounds to dollars? Like 1.5? 4,000 pounds. 1.5. That's $6,000 a month. $6,000 a month. That's 96 grand US. Did I do that right? No. 6 times 12. That's $72,000. That's a handsome salary. However, what about the idea that bankers make more? There is a shortage of skilled tradesmen in the United Kingdom, as most kids just go to universities, and that's what we're programmed to do. I just don't want to fall behind my friends who work in banking as structures or leveraged finance positions. You mean leveraged finance positions? However, after working at a company for a brief 2 minutes, 3 weeks, I realized that what you said about banking is true, and it is a bullshit industry that is highly competitive, and people think that they would become the next Wolf of Wall Street. As I previously mentioned, the analyst position they had me on had me doing data entry. Yes. Crappy. Should I make the rational choice of becoming a gas engineer and work as a pipe fitter also, or should I just follow my heart and the money will fall with bullshit finance positions? Well, dude, you answered your just question right there. So I said, okay, answer me this. Why do you care what your peers think? I'm worried about falling behind my peers because of the colonialist education system, which we are brought up to be very competitive. Question mark? You don't know? Or maybe because we are white trash. One thing is for certain, I do not want to be more poor than my friends or that I currently am. That's why I'm asking you for advice. All right, look, man. Universally, not the United States or the United Kingdom, universally, people who go into finance, especially in first world countries, are scum. They're lazy people who want to make engineer money without engineer work ethic or math. And you can see in the top fraction of 1%, yes, people make a lot of money. And we make movies about them. We make it seem it's all that common. No, your experience working in finance was pretty much what you're going to do. Data entry. And then the people who went either to a truly elite school, and it's not because they went to the elite schools, because they have connections and their parents, or they suck literally, they suck somebody's dick to get ahead. All right. Metaphorically and literally. Those are the people that go in there. And this is also why, if you didn't notice, the financial system of the first world failed miserably. Even China right now with their whatever that housing thing was, that's all ego. That is finance people. They are lazy. They are scum. They're not that bright, and they're egotistical. And those people do tend to make a lot of money and then lose it all in financial crises. So, I mean, hang on. What is average banker salary? Let's say you made it to banker. You're not even a banker between 20,000 pounds and 120,000 pounds. Banker, Glassdoor salary in London. All right. So this is going to be like the most expensive place in the entire United Kingdom. Here you go. Average 49,000 pounds. So we're talking $60,000 US. Oh, yeah. And you look at it's skewed. It's very skewed. That's your mean average. Your median average is even less than that. So here's your average, okay? Mean average, not median, mean. So the real average is even lower than this, of 49,000 pounds. And you can make what as a gas engineer? 30,000 starting, and these guys make 80 grand on the top. And you say you can make what is that? 4 times 12, 48,000 pounds without going to school, well, without getting your degree in finance, without having to work 10 years in the field to get to that level. You could start doing that after some, I don't know how long it takes. So 2 years as a gas engineer. You will make more money than them. Where'd it go? And I don't know where you get this colonialist education. So because you're very competitive. What? What are they teaching you? Oh, it's the colonialist. If I recall correctly, your home country was never part of the British Empire. It was part of the Soviet Union, but not the British Empire. I don't know how colonialist education has anything to do with it, except for maybe you were brainwashed in college to think, ooh, we're so bad, white people. Ooh, you're so bad because people 10 generations before you did some bad things. So I don't know what that has to do. And then you're like, oh, you want to be competitive? Or maybe we are white trash. God, dude, knock it off with the pursuit of prestige and status and bullshit. Fuck being a banker. Fuck these finance people. Fuck the finance majors. Fuck the finance professors. Fuck the finance professionals. Fuck the entire industry. It's bullshit and they don't make that much money. And fuck you for thinking like, I gotta strut my stuff in front of other people. Why? Don't you notice most of these people suck? Fuck these people. You're in the United Kingdom. Holy shit, talk about a shitty culture. Used to be great. Now it's like, oh, it's so bad. Oh, what do we owe? Let's put him in jail because he taught a pug to salute. I mean, my God. Are you really proud of people that you're around? All these assholes that got to get their Lambos and they got a status into the Facebook? Fuck them. They're not human. They're robots. They're not interesting. They're not fun people. These aren't good people. They're not even people. Like every other young person out there, oh, I'm going to be popular. I'm going to be an Instagram. I'm going to be popular. Look, I'm posing with a car, yo. Or I guess in Britain, ew, I'm posing with a car, yo. No. Get a real fucking job. Go make some real fucking money. All right? And then maybe find yourself a nice real girl in your home country. You're not going to find a United Kingdom because all those girls also, oh, I mean, my God, the women really, the women and the men, you all chase after bullshit, after fucking job titles. Pretty much every contractor I've ever ran into, whether that's a lowly plumber or a carpenter or whatever, they always had better finance. Well, not better finance. They always made more money than all the finance professionals I knew. Because the finance professionals, they didn't make that much money. They're all trying to be in sales and get a deal in it. And you know what? In the end, the contractors at least built some lodging. They increased the housing supply. The financiers, all they did was throw economies into recession. And you want to be part of that? And everyone thinks that that's good because you're an investment banker? There are very few investment bankers that do society good, let alone act. Well, a lot of them do make pretty good money, but they don't make the economy more efficient. I mean, the world could live without investment bankers, trust me. And what? Oh, you're an Instagram? That's the Instagram game. That's another thing. Girls are actually chasing after guys who have more Instagram followers than they do dollars. Like these guys, and this guy is like a kind of a perfect example where now he's under investigation or the authorities are trying to arrest him. He was an Instagram model. You want to become that? That's prestige. Why would you sell for banking is so 1990s and odds? Why don't you become an internet celebrity, yo? I'm sorry, internet celebrity, yo. Get a monocle? I don't know, do some kind of British flag thing. Oh, hello, chaps. And now it's the diddly winklies, toodly doodlies. Oh, tip top. Yuck, yuck. I don't know what British people do to make things popular on the internet. Right? And then like you can go to the clubs and pose. Hey, maybe you can pose with some black people. That's pretty cool in Britain, right? Does that increase your status? Oh, never mind. You don't got no money. Never mind. You don't have any savings. Never mind. You don't even own a house. Hey, you're posing with flippity flop gang. Hey, with your hands doing funny things, and look at those wild, crazy changes that have been around. What was it, Flava Flav? Since the 90s? Knock it the fuck off with being a goddamn child and worrying about what other people think and go make some fucking money. You even worked in banking and you knew it was bullshit. And you got me, Jesus Christ of the finance world, coming and saying, hey, don't make the mistake I did. You even did the mistake I did. And now you come here, but can I get the prestige? You might as well be a fat chick saying, will a hot guy like me when I'm 300 pounds? Knock it off with living the lie and pursuing the prestige. The real people who win in life are the ones that make good money, however you can get it, I guess. I mean, if I have no, what's her name? Sniper Wolf. I just hate the way she does her graphics. But I can't fault her. She makes some money. But I bet you, okay, and she doesn't care about the price. Give me the money. I bet you there's a lot of these internet people, celebrities that like squirreled away their money, bought some crypto. They probably have really good finance. Like, I can't believe it. They probably came from poor backgrounds. Like, well, we're going to ride this until it ends. I never have to work again. But unless you're luck, I mean, and I'll admit that this has all been luck. For whatever reason, society seems like an agitated Gen X borderline boomer asshole. Telling people this shit, they're ballless, sackless fathers. And your dad sounds like a pretty good guy. He's telling you the truth. He's a real man, a tradesman. He's telling you what to do. But popularity and bitches, yo. I'm saying, hey, my goodness, but father, I wish to be part of the seedy, underground, yet very elite class. And I need bitches and rides, yo. Ho, ho, ho. Fuck. Stop being a dumbass. Go get a real job. Save your money. And hey, you know what? You're like, but I'm going to miss out on the fun shit. What fun shit? Go be 20. Go be 25. Go out. Get party. Get drunk. Get shot down. Maybe every great once in a while, occasionally have sex. Have a girl stand you up. Have a girl not call you back. Say, where the heck did I thought we were? Have all that fun. Go to nightclubs where it's loud. You know, go do whatever it is you got to do to find out that, oh, wow, this really sucks. And everyone is fake. And all those people who are in finance, yeah, they're either getting bailed out, they don't make jack shit, and they're always faking it. Always faking it. Either the people I saw in banking who were the employees or the assholes we finance, a bunch of fucking washed up middle-aged men who are insolvent, borderline bankrupt, couldn't do not even an ounce of profit, and they always had to keep it up like they made all this money. You want to see what it's like? Go read my book, Behind the Housing Crash. See what it's like to be successful, brah. To be a businessman, brah. To have the bitches and the bling, brah. And you're like, oh, it's all fake. And you know what? Having just a nice, quiet life, quietly making $80,000 pounds in your case, which is 120, I guess, US, making over 6 figs, and you just quiet, and you got your little piece of crap car, and you got a nice hot wife, you having sex with them titties, because you went back to the home country, you didn't find it. You know, whatever British girls. Oh my goodness! Day diploma! I am a princess! I deserve the tiddly totes and the wonkily danklies! Watch me now as I expose my bum, because that's what they call it, their bum. Drunk off my ass, passed out in the street. I have a master's degree! Tiddly tot, tiddly to whatever. I don't know how they sound over there with their bad teeth. Maybe there's a wisp. Yeah. So go to your home country, find yourself a nice, quiet girl, make some good money, shut the fuck up, raise your family, and enjoy some children, enjoy life. And then by the time you're 35, you're going to look at what happened to all these assholes and these posers and these frauds who like rented vehicles and posed. You want to join that group of morons? And you'll be ashamed. You'll be ashamed. Oh, man, I can't believe I want to be like those dickheads. Oh, the ones, half of which are in jail. Everyone else is a single mum, M-U-M, just trying to make it down for the UK kids, y'all. So there you go. I mean, and you say like you're a follower, faithful student and reader of Capitalism. Well, you're just studying it and reading it. You ain't applying it. Holy shit. I don't know if you picked up one damn thing in those books or whatever, reading and following. Forget the normies and conformies and inferiors. Forget the dude bras or whatever they call it. The chizzy chaps or whatever. The bloviating blokes, whatever it is over in the United Kingdom, those guys are all lying and the posers. Make your money, find yourself a nice girl back in the home country with tig old biddies, and then just go have a good life. And don't give a damn about, oh, but I'm not as popular as them. I'm not as successful as them. Dude, I mean, I always thought like, yeah, kind of the same thing, but I was much younger. Like, man, all these people, they get to go work at the large corporations. And I find, oh no, they're just doing data entry just like I did. I ended up working at Wells Fargo. I thought, oh man, finally I made it into a big bank. All I did was data entry and filing and faxing. That's all they're doing to them. When they put it up on LinkedIn, like, oh, I'm an executive analyst. It's like, no, you're a paper pusher, bitch. That's what you are. And the real person that got the power, you're, especially if you're a large corporation, you're not making money. You're a cog in a huge ass machine. And if you work at some small firm, bullshit, that's all the bunch of leftover rejects that filed for bankruptcy and the SEC came cracking down on. And now you're like picking up the schnurbles off the big guy's table and plate. No, man. I don't know one person who majored in finance or went into banking that is successful and or happy. I just don't. And you just hanging out with the wrong circle. No. I've seen everyone's income statements. I've seen the balance sheets. You're all a bunch of fucking frauds and liars. And with the financial crisis, it proved it. All bankers are, if they're lucky, is they take other people's money and they pay a 3% interest rate on it and they lend it out and invest it and maybe make 5%. And hopefully don't fucking lose it. And then they think they're masters of the universe. When all they did, they're a middleman. That's it. That's all they are. So knock it off. Don't ever ask me, but what about popularity, brah? Go become a gas engineer. It's going to be a lot easier that way. 7-step survival, $5, best reconnaissance man ever. Hail chasing for storm restoration companies. Door knock for roof contracts, overseas projects. Did it for 8 years. I bet you got to see some fun stuff while doing that. Different parts of the country. Probably got to see pretty cool storms too. Maybe see a tornado. And that's real work. You got to hustle. You got to move. You got to chase. Got to find lodging. You got to do real work. Cabergoon-cabulous, $5. But dude, bro, that's how we get to girls. Yeah, it is sad. That is how you get girls. Which means, though, you could lie. Now, of course, they are starting to pass laws where you can't lie about your income or what you do for a living. So I guess a recommendation for every guy, set up an LLC, or in your case, it'd be a PLC or whatever the small version of a corporation is. Have some website and like have an account and like, yeah, I am a business owner. I sell trading cards, whatever. Yes, girls don't know how to do analysis. They don't know how to analyze a balance sheet. They're not going to ask for your credit score and have a CPA audit it. They're going to look at your title. They won't even care about the money underneath because they don't care about that. They care about the title. Yes, that's true. Do you want those type of girls? Do you want them? They don't even know that you don't make money. And when it comes to the electrician, they don't know that he does make money. But, oh, electrician, that's boring. How am I going to break to my girlfriends about dating an electrician? Ew. Or, ew. Or however British girls say ew. Ew. Even more arrogant and cocky. But sadly, there's some validity to that. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But what... Do you want to even spend your time with? You can see the case and the compunction for just paying for it now, right? Because to date that type of girl that is that naive about finance and that shallow as well, they're not going to be a great conversationalist. And the only thing you're going to have an interest in is the hoo-ha-ha, the fun stuff. So to avoid all that, I'm sorry I'm being so mercenary, but I'm just older, and it's like, skip it. Nothing was going to happen. Nothing serious was going to happen anyway, which is why I'm recommending if the guy wants to get the girls, he goes back to the home country. Joey Biden, $5 All we kids care about is our branding skills on Instagram and TikTok. Right. Everything falls to our laps if we're cool enough. Yes, I know, but it's the same thing about becoming a famous rapper or a famous athlete. Your chances are horrifically low. And if you don't, you've spent all this time pursuing that could have been invested in a much more wiser play. I don't even think this guy necessarily wants to get the girls out. He just wants to impress his friends. Well, fuck your friends. Your friends fucking suck and they're not your friends. Your friends are shallow pieces of shit. And besides which, as you've all known, old Cappy's point out, you're going to lose all your friends anyway by the time you're 30. Yeah, and so you're looking on the internet, you see these people, PewDiePie or whoever else, like, look, it all fell into their laps. Well, yeah, it did. Some people win the lottery. You're not going to. The chances are very minimal. For every PewDiePie, there's what? How many millions? Tens of millions, arguably, of internet personalities out there. Are we caught up? I think. Oh, no, we're not caught up. Scroll down here. Ant-Man runs. New guy, $5. My mom dated a guy who went to the University of Minnesota. I'm sorry. He was a Marxist. Cherry on top was he lived in a trailer. I called him Shanty Man, and he would get mad. What did he study, Ant-Man? I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to do another super chat, but mom dated a guy. How old's your mom? How long ago was this? That sounds, dude, that's an interesting story. Why don't you email me? Email me that story. I might just read that for S's and G's on the internets. I want to know what he studied. Mike Moe, $10 Cappy. Didn't capitalism end in 1971 in a monetary sense? I would say it ended in 1913 in the United States when we started doing the income tax. It certainly ended after World War II, where, especially with the Great Society, where now we spend, well, God, I don't even know what it is now with the money we spent on the disease. But when you spend 40% GDP, government accounts for 40% of the economy, you're not a capitalist nation. You're just not. I love how all these stupid young people, capitalism has failed us. No, you haven't had capitalism for quite some. Matter of fact, you're so young, you've never experienced a capitalist economy. Ever since then, we have lived in a half-baked technological bureau fiefdom. Not too wrong. Where the only channel of profit is somebody else's power platform, the road to serfdom. No, there is legitimate production happening in the United States, and there is still parts of vibrant capitalism, certainly in the technology field. But, since we can't raise our children, and we don't want to take investment in our children, and our careers are so much more important, that has allowed teachers in the state to go and brainwash now coming up on 3 generations of kids into socialism. And ultimately, ignorance is stupidity. They don't know anything about economics. I mean, they don't have their definitions right. And that means that they could go, yeah, capitalism did it to us. Let's vote in more government. It's like, did you realize it was the government that caused all these problems? I'll give you a perfect example for young people. You might like it. You kids know why tuition is so high? Because the government lends about $500 billion a year into that market every year. Now, if we took away all the government loans and all the scholarships and all your parents' money, and you had to pay cash, right? You had to pay cash. You withdrew almost $1 trillion a year out of the higher education market. What do you think would happen to the price of tuition? And see, people view it as like, but we need help, so we need more money. You don't realize that more money is what's driving up prices, you moron. Healthcare is the same thing. Hey, if you all had to pay cash, I think health insurance, you didn't have health insurance, you just paid, prices would come down. But no, we got to flood trillions of dollars into the economy. Hey, why are prices so high? I don't care, man. Enjoy hunger. Enjoy starvation. Maxi Mike, $2. It's all about the flex, bro. Got to get the Insta. I don't understand it. I know I'm wrong. I'm wrong because it is what it is. Instagram that's the dating platform. That's what Fresh and Fit talk about. Like, you got to have, and apparently I guess I would do really well if I post more pictures of myself. And what pictures I post on myself should not just be me giving the finger wearing a hat. If I were to dress up and pose next to a Lambo, then girls would see how many followers I got and check out my social media. And then I would have access to the pussy, which frankly still sounds a lot more laborious and time consuming than just paying for it. Just pointing that out as the economist. But man, Instagram, I got to post my pictures and have a lot of followers. I don't even think I got that many followers on Instagram. I really don't promote it. I just posted pictures of all my adventures and hiking and climbing and motorcycle riding and mountains. But is it because you can quickly assess someone's status by the pictures that are edited and their best foot forward, that digital representation? That might just be like all the doctored up financial statements I got when I was in banking, and we got lied to by all the people trying to steal money. DJ Aftershock, $5. Yo. You just mad he making big moves and you not, bro. Bro, he putting respect on our name, bro, with his fresh new bling, bro. YOLO, right? I wonder every night all those people go back after a nightclub and then they don't make the money. Hey, speaking of authentic, Hey, another guy speaking of authentic. We got Doc and Chad in the house. So, hey, look at that. Now, if you guys, who's Jack Napier, right? We're very libertarian here in the Cappy podcast. And being libertarian, my best friend is gay. Jack is he's one of the more famous gay Instagram models over in the Netherlands. All right. And you can see, obviously, he's in shape right there with his shirtless pic. The girls like him a lot, but, you know, he's gay, girls. He bats for that team, and we're proud of him for that. And I just like him. You know, look at that. Look at that guy. Oh, yeah. And makes all the money and the dance floors, you know, all the guys in the drag queen show. Sure. Mexi Mike, $5. I know what we should do. Give voting power to childish, emotional citizens, because that's what having skin in the game. Starship Trooper, earn your vote. Yes, the Heinlein came up with that. Like you had to serve in the military. I'm for that. I'm more of a what was it? You have to pay taxes, which is why another reason I'm for a sales tax, because that would increase the franchise to nearly everybody. But I would also increase the voting age to 30. Like, nope, you don't get to vote until you're 30. Maybe the only exception is that you're in the military. And then if you were in the military, I'd allow you to drink and smoke too. But yeah, you would have to be 30 to vote. And as long as you're paying sales tax, you get to vote. That's it. But we'd have to replace the income tax with the sales tax. And that would be all good. What, Jack? I'm just trying to promote your channel. Gayhollander.org. Gay, hey. Actually, we are pro gay rights. We are pro homosexual community, non-binary here. What are you doing? You got a shirtless pic, Jack. What do you think we're gonna do? Oh yeah, it's a shirtless pic. If I put up a shirtless pic, what do you think would happen? All right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Miss Super Chat's coming up later on today. We'll see you guys later.